What's up everybody, it's Jet Desert Fox back with another straight out of the box. This is the video series in which I unbox an airsoft gun for the first time ever, give you guys my unbiased opinion, all while playing subtle rap music. Today we're looking at the EMG Hudson H9 gas blowback handgun. Quite honestly, I don't know much about the Hudson H9, or at least the real firearm. I know that it was unveiled at SHOT Show 2017, and it's got this very unique design. I guess it's described as kind of a 1911 mixed with striker fire guns, so that'd be like a Glock or the new M17. And that's pretty much all I know, so let's get right into it. The Hudson H9 is OEM by EMG and costs around $180 from evic.com. On the box, there's not too much going on. Yeah, there's not really much going on the box. It just says Hudson. Hopefully what's inside the box is a lot more promising. All right, the gun comes wrapped in plastic. Inside the box, we've got the gun itself, which is right here. Oh, this is kind of neat. All right. Okay, so here's the gun. Got a magazine. It is green gas. Feels like there's some gas in here. And we've got some tools. I've got this little tiny Allen wrench tool and like two other pieces. I have no idea what these are for. I'm guessing they're spares of some sort. I'm not quite sure. All right, is there anything under this? Nope. Okay, so here is the Hudson H9 itself. It's a very nice compact gun. That's kind of neat. It's very lightweight. This is full metal. And whoa, it's got this double trigger system. So you squeeze the trigger and this top part I guess is a safety when you squeeze, and there's that click. That's neat. Let's reset that real quick and just feel this trigger squeeze. Very interesting, very interesting. From the front to the rear, on the front there's no federally mandated orange tip. This gun was already received at evic, and then they took it off and then sent it to me, I guess just to make things easier. I'm not quite sure why, but that's cool. That's less work that I have to do, and it always looks nicer without the orange tip. We've got serrations on the front of the slide. There's also like this channel on the top of the slide, which is kind of neat. This could be used as kind of maybe a reference point in the dark. Any kind of serrations or grooves on a gun, if you use them at night, or maybe you just are trying to go off a field, it's always nice to have grooves. They're kind of like landmarks on a gun, so you can tell how you're manipulating it. Maybe you're like that type of person that wants to feel that top and make sure the gun's not out of battery. And you can kind of do that with this channel on the top here. It's kind of neat. Got some markings on the chamber, 9x19. There's a nice single orange dot on the front sight. It doesn't really illuminate that well though, but it's kind of hard to see because of the studio lights. On the frame, we've got a Picatinny rail for mounting lights and lasers. Kind of talked about this weird trigger already. That was probably the thing that caught my eye. The magazine release is set up for right-handers. The safety is ambidextrous. It looks like the slide catch and release is also ambidextrous. Yeah, no other safety features. On the bottom, there's a spot to tie a lanyard. On the pistol grip itself, there's a little bit of texturizing. It looks like you can switch these grips out, probably for 1911 grips. I can't even describe it. I like the design. It feels great. Let's put a mag in it. See how the weight changes a little bit. It's very nice and light. If you're looking for a pistol that's gonna stand out from everybody else, the H9 could be that gun. All right, the gun looks well lubed. I can see some oil here on the slide. That's a little bit on the inside of the gun, just a little bit. All right, let's take a look at the magazine. Like I said, this is the green gas magazine. On the box, it says it can hold 18 rounds. Oh, the follower doesn't lock down to the rear. Man, I wish they would bring that back. Bring back the follower locking down at the bottom of the magazine. All right, like I said, this is the green gas mag. Let's fill it up. Make sure it's not leaking. I don't think it's gonna leak. It felt like there was already gas in here. Okay, dry fire test. Lock back to the rear, good sign. I'm gonna point this in a safe direction first. Always be safe. All right, I'm gonna hold down the slide catch so that way this just cycles. It feels so weird. I was hoping for a few more shots out of that. It is fall here finally in Southern California, so it is colder, meaning that green gas, propane, other gas-powered guns are not gonna perform as well like they do in the summertime. Shoot this thing again. Pretty good kick, pretty good kick. I'm gonna chalk up this magazine. Yeah, it's super cold. Yeah, maybe I'll just sit on this thing. Yeah, I'll just sit on it. I'll sit on it, hopefully it warms up. This trigger squeeze or press, whatever verb you want to use, is very, very different from anything else. It's basically just upside down. Like normally this part here would be, you'd press down on it, but instead the like press in part is at the top instead of the bottom of the trigger, which I guess that's for more ergonomic or a smoother trigger press. It's just different. That's really all it is. It's just a different kind of trigger press or squeeze. It's just so unlike anything else. So there's no manual, so I have no idea where the hop up or how to really tear this down. So I'm just gonna kind of go off of what I think. It looks like this is a button right here, or is it here? Oh, it's on this side. Wait, so I think to tear this down, press this thing, and then, oh, that turned. Okay, so this lever, it looks like a button, but it's a lever. It went down, so I should be able to, there we go, okay, whoa. The recoil spring is down here in the frame. Normally it's up here with the slide and the rest of the internal pieces. Okay, so that's how you separate the slide and the lower frame. Wish that would have been in a manual or something, but we figured it out nonetheless. On the inside of the gun, there's a bunch of silicone on the nozzle, which is great. The hop-up adjustment is the super duper tiny little dial. There's a very, very tiny arrow showing you the direction of the hop up. All right, let's try to put this thing back together. All right, do that. And all right, it should be put back together. I'm gonna rack it. If you hear a click, that means I've done it right. If there's no click, I've done it wrong. Oh no. This is why there needs to be manuals. What? Get in there. There we go. Okay, there we go, we got it. All right, so I needed to have it back. I needed to have it back and then flip this lever up to lock it into place. Okay, back together and working. Let's see, is this mag preheated up? Okay, so the mag is not ice cold anymore. So let's head outside, give this thing a test fire, and chrono it. First shot through the chrono with Elite Force 0.25 gram BBs. 273 at 0.6 joules. What? The gas already ran out. Look at that. On this valve. Like I just filled this up. What the heck? All right, let's re-gas this. Hopefully we can get more than one shot. Okay, second shot. 273 at 0.865 joules. 265, 259, 253, 250, 243, 237, 215, and we ran out of gas again. I'm not sure if it's the weather, if it's this magazine, I'm not quite sure. But so far the gas performance in this gun is kind of poor. Okay, let's see how this thing fires at some targets. I've refilled the magazine using a brand new can of green gas. Hopefully that helps the performance of this thing. All right, like once again, 0.25 gram BBs, hop up unadjusted. I just hit that and it didn't fall. Can I get this last one? Nope. Oh, and the gun's not. Oh. I think I was holding the slide catch back. Let's see if it'll lock back to the rear. There we go. Okay, I was holding the slide catch back, but it would have locked to the rear if I wasn't. Well, we got through all of the BBs in the magazine, but again, the gas completely ran out. So I got through all of the BBs in the magazine. However, it was starting to sputter as I got down to the last one. Like, just, there we go. Let's see if we can get some, let's put some more BBs and see how many more shots I can get out of this thing without regassing. Got more BBs. See if we can get this last target. Got it. Bloop, 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 bloop. We had about 3 or 4 shots left. All right, kind of a lackluster performance here on the shooting range. Final thoughts on the EMG Hudson H9. I'm not sure if it's the weather, because it's cold today. It's like 40, 50 degrees. It might be even a little bit warmer. Actually, let me just look. It's 51 degrees Fahrenheit here in Southern California. I'm not quite sure if that's too cold for this gun or what is going on, but quite honestly, it's kind of a lackluster performance from something that's got this very unique and cool design. Quite honestly, I don't know if it's the magazine valves, or if there's, I'm really not sure. I like the look of this gun. It feels great. It's, again, very unique. The design is something that's a real eye catcher. I do like this trigger system. It's super different, but also in terms of ergonomics, I feel like it's a more efficient way of squeezing the trigger. Unfortunately, there's not enough gas in the magazine to be able to squeeze the trigger enough. I mean, I did get about a like 1 full magazine and like most of the other mag, but the kick was just kind of meh. It's not like it wasn't like a hard kick, but I mean, if you're not trying to have a bunch of recoil, I guess that's good. But that's a big reason why a lot of us play airsoft and, you know, use these toy guns against one another, is to have that little bit of realism. I think I'm just kind of at a loss for words, because I'm very underwhelmed. I'm just very underwhelmed by this gun. One thing that's kind of a bummer too is, since there's no manual or anything, I have no idea what these are for. If I just look at the gun and take a look at these pieces, I really can't tell what exactly they go to. So I just have this little baggie of tools and other bits, but I have no clue what it's for. I don't really want to give this a recommend or not recommend, just because I don't know for sure if it's the cold weather making this gun not perform as well. I definitely should take this out to a field and test it and then give you my opinions. So yeah, I'm just gonna have to hit the field with this gun, and hopefully the performance fares better on a warmer day, or maybe in an indoor field or something. But this is kind of a meh for me right now. It's kind of a bummer, but hey, not every gun can be great. That's gonna wrap up this brief straight out of the box with the EMG Hudson H9. Links in the description below if you'd like to pick one up and try it out for yourself. And as always, this is DesertFox, and I'll see you on the field.